after he said Hamas was not holding up their end of the deal. The 6-week ceasefire deal is set to take effect on Sunday. It will happen in not one, not two, but 3 phases. The first will release 33 hostages, including some Americans held by Hamas, and hundreds of Palestinian prisoners held in Israel. The rest will be released in a second phase that will be negotiated during the first. Meantime, Israeli strikes across Gaza killed at least 72 people since the ceasefire deal was announced. So, with the deal now in place, those who have lost loved ones perhaps feel their lives were taken in vain. That may very well be the case for my next guest. Her name is Sigal Manzuri. You see, she lost not one, but 2 daughters at the music festival that Hamas raided over 1 year ago. A boyfriend to one of her daughters also lost his life as well. And with that, I present Sigal Manzuri. Welcome to the Fox 5 Live Zone. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
First of all, my condolences on your loss. I can only imagine what you have been going through for now over a year.
Absolutely. Almost just unimaginable.
So
Yeah,
walk me
these are
through
my
this.
daughters here.
I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off. So walk me through this. Let me start by asking how you feel about the ceasefire that's now in effect.
I think, I'm not going to get too deep into this, but I think we need to bring the hostages home. They've been captive by Hamas for too long, and we just need to bring them home, no matter how, at this point. This is what we are all concerned about. So whatever it takes, we just need to bring them back home.
Well, it appears that
and then further we can they can decide what to do else, but for now they need to bring them home.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
too long.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you are now back in the States, based in Miami. Is that correct?
You have recently this is correct.
You recently filmed your testimony speaking of the awful moments you learned of the murders one by one. Are you comfortable to share?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, explain how that happened.
So they went to the Nova Festival. They left like the night before on October 6th. They arrived and informed us that it's all good. They settled down. They settled in. They were very excited for the festival. And then we woke up the morning after on Saturday at 6:30 a.m. like many others in Israel, to the sound of the war sirens. And we realized that we were very feared that if the sirens are in the center of Israel, so it might as well be much worse in the south. We called them right away. They said they're laying on the ground, trying to protect their head and waiting for more instructions what to do. 10 minutes after they were able to leave the festival site, they managed to get to the car, and we thought they were on the way home. Unfortunately, they've been stopped. They couldn't go further, and they had to get inside a bomb shelter since they were under massive attack, a massive missiles attack. They got in the shelter around 7 a.m. And after, I would say, almost 40 minutes, they were under a very massive attack by the terrorists. First, they threw in about 7-8 grenades. They got inside and started a massive shooting, trying to burn the bomb shelter from the inside to bring those kids outside so they can actually kidnap them. One guy is actually still captive in Hamas. Omer Venkret is still held by Hamas, unfortunately. And then since we lost contact, my husband went down the south to look for them. It's been hell for us for a good 5 days. Since they have a dual citizenship, American as well, we turned into the foreign media and tried to get help from any source. And unfortunately, we've been informed about Roya's murder on Wednesday morning, October 11th. We decided to wait another 24 hours to hear more about Noel, my eldest. Since we didn't hear anything, we had the funeral the day after, on Thursday afternoon. And then while having a Zoom meeting with more American families with the participation of our President Joe Biden, on Friday night at 7 p.m., they knocked on our door again to inform us that Noel has been found no longer alive. And we had a funeral on Sunday. And Amit was the first to be buried on Monday, October 9th. And we lost 3 beautiful souls in a single week. We had 3 funerals in a single week. And since then, our lives turned upside down. And it's been hell for us.
Wow. Gosh.
Yeah, Norel she's my eldest. She was 25 years old. Roya was 22 years old. And Amit was 25 years old. They were supposed to get married soon. He was supposed to propose to her on her 26th birthday. And, it's just been so tough. The last 15 months are really, really tough for us.
Yet again, can only imagine what getting those calls and what you've had to deal with as a result of that. Knowing that other families perhaps are experiencing the hurt that you now are experiencing because of this war that has lasted for now over a year. A ceasefire now in place. Does that bring you happiness, knowing that that's